Hello, Santa Sue. I'm Zach Bloom.
And I'm Sienna Stewart. Thanks for tuning in to KSSH News at Noon.
Hard to believe it's already March.
Soon the seniors will be graduating.
Well, most of us.
Turning 18.
And registering for the draft.
Hey Santa Sue, I'm Sienna Stewart here with Mr. Davis so he can tell us more about the Selective Service System.
The Selective Service System is a program maintained by the federal government by which all males within 30 days of turning 18 years old have to register with the U.S. government for possible military conscription in the future.
When are you going to sign up for the Selective Service System?
As soon as I turn 18, because I am ready to fight for this country and fight for freedom.
What are the consequences for not signing up?
It's my understanding that if you do not register, though I'm not sure if they enforce it or not, it could be up to a $250,000 fine, 5 years in jail, potentially.
Have you signed up for the Selective Service System?
Yeah, I have.
Do women have to sign up?
No, at this time, women do not have to sign up for a selected service.
Would you be willing to sign up for the Selective Service System?
I certainly would.
No, because if there was another war, I wouldn't want to have to fight in it.
When I did it, when I turned 18, I had to go to the post office and fill out a form. I believe now you can actually fill it out online and register that way.
Thanks, Mr. Davis.
Of course.
Here's Mr. Lappin. Can you tell us your experience with the Selective Service System?
Yeah, sure. When I was in high school, it was 1972. They had a mandatory draft, and the Vietnam War was on. It was, as you may have read, it was not a popular war. There were a lot of protests against the war. It was many people felt that it was unjust and immoral war. I was among those, and I didn't particularly want to go off to fight. And but what would happen was, as you turned 17, your Selective Service Department would register you from your driver's license, and you would get a draft card or a Selective Service card that had a number on it, and then they had a lottery to see who would go. And if your number came up, then you would go. As soon as you were out of high school at 18, then automatically you would go off to basic training and go off to war. Fortunately for me, that also happened to be the year they ended the war. And so as it turned out, although I was kind of scared because I did have a low number and it looked like I wouldn't have to go, I actually didn't have to go because the war ended that year.
Thanks, Mr. Lappin.
Sure.
When are you going to sign up for the Selective Service System?
Probably when I go to register to vote, so not very long after I turn 18.
Would you be willing to sign up for the Selective Service System?
No, because I think that men and women should be able to voluntarily join the armed forces and not have to be drafted into it.
Even as we speak, our mock trial teams are slugging it up in Ventura.
Win one for the Gipper, guys.
In the meantime, here's some footage from a recent Law & Order demonstration.
My name is Brandon Shiro, and today we will be demonstrating one of the Law & Order class's many forensic kits. This one is our bludgeon head. It's filled with fake blood, and we're going to hit it with a hammer.
All right, I'm ready. Do it a bunch of times.
Let's go to Emma Ingram for the Oscar Post View.
Hey Santa Sue, welcome back to Golden Reviews. I'm Emma Ingram. Now, I hope you watched the Oscars on Sunday, but for those of you who didn't, I will tell you who won for Best Picture. And the winner was...
The Artist is a loving tribute to classic silent film Hollywood. It's a lot of fun. It's really well paced. It's a really great movie.
Now back to you in the studio.
Sienna, what did you do on your spare day?
What? Oh, right, yesterday, leap year day.
Now, what does one do to celebrate Leap Day?
I went to the beach.
Well, I slept.
I went to Oxnard and I had burritos and some jarritos.
I did a staged reading of Twelfth Night.
And I slept.
I went ziplining.
I went skydiving.
I saw The Vow with a few friends, came home, ate cake.
And after that, I took a nap.
Well, those are all very interesting things. But if you're a fan of Disney, you would have known that Disneyland was open for 24 hours that day. Hours? Man, I wish it was the 29th again. I have to wait 4 more years until then. get back to you in the studio.
With all this restroom construction, our facilities are getting a little funky.
A temporary condition. Let's hope our new facilities incorporate a little privacy.
Hi, Santa Sue. Natasha Still here, reporting from the girls' bathroom, where I am not allowed to film inside of because of privacy issues. However, some students feel we don't have privacy in the bathrooms as it is. So let's get students and Mr. Buckles' opinions on that.
I think the fact that we don't have hinges on the doors sucks because you can't like lock it, especially if some guy wants to, do his business in there.
I'd have to say all of the bathrooms at this campus pretty much stink. And literally stink.
There's no privacy in the boys' bathroom because we don't have doors, and we don't have paper towel, and people are always hanging out there like it's a nightclub, and it's not privacy.
You break that bond when you shut that door, I think. I think you become less of a brother with your fellow men in the bathroom.
I don't think there's as much of a privacy issue in the girls' bathroom. The doors do close, and we're all girls, so it shouldn't really matter as much.
Obviously, there's that ridiculous wallpaper, but that's not a privacy issue. And then there's, a whole, just a little section that's, this big that people can see in a couple stalls, and it's uncomfortable.
I don't think there's any privacy in the bathroom. I mean, there's doors missing on the stalls, and there's no locks.
I know I've walked in on a few people going to the bathroom, and, you can see, through the stalls and stuff, which is kind of, inappropriate. It just makes you feel uncomfortable.
I feel like our bathrooms are adequately private because there's only one stall that does not lock, and you don't have to use that one. Unless you have to go really, really badly, in which case that sucks.
Sometimes I have noticed that kids will kick in doors and they do damage, and then it takes a long time to repair them because there's old parts. The parts are not available, so we have to jerry-rig things to make them work. And that creates privacy issues probably, doesn't it?
It does create privacy issues.
Yeah.
So that is the whole issue behind this story, but...
So we're working on that.
Yeah.
The construction guys are doing a Jimmy Dandy Dude job over here, and I think you'll be happy with them. And the principal's picked out the tiles.
Back to you, studio.
Yeah.
America.
The play's the thing.
Indeed. Now the game's afoot.
Tea time with Old Willie. Here to talk about his play for the day, William Shakespeare.
Welcome to another episode of Tea Time with Old Willie. I'm William Shakespeare. Today we'll be taking another look at another one of my well-written, famous plays, A Midsummer Night's Dream. Here's a look.
Why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay when love doth press him to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
A love that would not let him bide!
Well, that's all the time we have for now. Come see the show. What the?
William Shakespeare, this is the last time you're stealing one of my plays.
Edward de Vere, the 17th Earl of Oxford? I didn't know that time travel was well known until after the Renaissance. Well, time to go. Ah! You'll never catch me!
The problem with a powerful police force is ensuring that they don't abuse that power.
Would you be referring to the fashion police?
Yes, I would.
What are you wearing, hipsters? Is that a foxtail? Some people just don't understand fashion.
It's comfortable, it's fuzzy, it's not a Snuggie, it's kigurumi. But what exactly is a kigurumi? Let's go ask Sammy Seta.
A kigurumi is a Japanese robe. It's kind of like a Snuggie, but it's been around since about mid-90s.
What inspires you to wear this?
It's my favorite character, and this is extremely comfortable, so it keeps me warm in the winter.
Well, when I was little, I watched a lot of Godzilla, and when I was really little, I just kind of decided that, that's who I want to be, that's who I aspire to be.
Are you a bear or a hamster?
I'm a bear.
Do you ever walk around in public wearing this?
Yeah.
All the time. Every opportunity I get.
And you don't care about what other people think or if they look?
No.
They think I look adorable. Why would I care?
Where did you get your kigurumi?
Down in LA, there are some Japanese import shops.
Well, thank you for being here with us, Sammy.
Ew, Ashley! You darn kigurumis? Gross!
But Kristen, kigurumis are an endangered species. There are only 3 in the whole school.
Wait, but who's the third one?
Me. Ew, gross! That's gross! Get out! Darn kigurumis!
Santa Sue will play host to our second annual Inter-School Music Festival.
It's coming up on March 9th and 10th and features instrumental music ensembles from all over LA and Ventura counties. More on that next week.
The Santa Sue Muslim Students Association wants you to know that they're there for you.
They meet twice a month here on campus. Email them at this address.
And that, my friends, is the way it is. March 1st, 2012. Have a great day, Santa Sue.
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way. My voice cracked. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life?